When love cost you. Now they say that love don't cost a thing, but when it did cost, and it began to cost too much, did love diminish? When love costs you too much, does the love diminish? Welcome back to Let Us Become Sharper /TNS podcast. So on this beautiful day, we have a phenomenal woman sitting here before me, Miss Nina.
How y'all doing?
Yes, we're sitting here waiting on our counterparts to get in. They had a little emergency, but we're not going to worry about that because Let Us Become Sharper /TNS podcast. The first portion is Let Us Become Sharper. The second portion is the slash and TNS. Let's explain this for everybody who is not familiar with the podcast, just joining us, just learning about us. The slash is a razor, and that razor symbolizes the many, many years that I cut hair. It's been a long time. This show, this podcast was birthed and based on my barber career. Reno, birthed and based on the barber career. And that's why we put the slash there. We couldn't forget TNS. That stands for the Thursday Night Society. That's what TNS stands for. So we give you an understanding of the title. The title has a lot of history. It holds a lot of meaning. Very, very personal to me and near and dear to my heart. As I sit here with Nina, I was explaining to her, I said, Nina, I count you as one of the phenomenal women, and I count you as somebody who I love to talk to. One of the most important people that I talk to, that I want to hear from, that I like to converse with is Nina. So, we get you into our mission statement, the purpose of the podcast. Why do we do this podcast? Let me give you a refresher. Let me help you understand why we come here and get on these microphones with these headphones and these cameras and whatnot. This is the reason. The mission statement for this podcast is negative energy must be met by positive energy. Now, what's been going on? A lot of negative energy slipped through the cracks. You've been letting them ride. You've been letting them slide. You've been letting them glide. Huh?
Ride, slide, and glide.
Ride, slide, glide, and wide. See, and why'd you do it? You did it because negative energy has this little, for lack of a better word, this little punk. It's like a little punk. It just keep doing little things, and now you get a totally different reaction. For those who can do it for themselves, there's somebody in your life that hasn't been a good host, that hasn't been positive, they've been negative, that's been a Debbie Downer. But this is what we're going to do. We got a plan for them. Next time they come around, Debbie Downing, criticizing, and I ain't talking about constructive criticism, I'm talking about criticizing, being negative. Say this to them. Hey, man, or woman, hey, you just TBI. TBI. They say, what? TBI? Yeah, you TBI. TBI? What that mean? To be ignored. That's what you are. Everybody out here that's negative, Debbie Downer, criticizing, pollution, or we'll even say it, you haters. You're TBI. To be ignored. Never pay attention to you again. Right. But I got my eye on you with your little greasy, your little greasy, your little sneaky, shifty, scurviness. I'm watching that, and I got something for that. But you are TBI. Anybody fall in that TBI category, go ahead on and throw them in there. Don't be bashful, and don't be bashful. And don't be afraid to tell them where you got it from. Yeah, I've been watching the podcast. CJ said you was TBI. To be ignored. Now, we're going to play a little game till Shay gets here because I can't do nothing without Shay Wills.
All right, here she go.
We're gonna play a quick game while she get her. Well, I can't even. Shay, you a cold? Shay a cold? Yeah. So now, look at her. Talking. Look at her. Got to get a cell phone and everything together. So while we do that, I want to play a little game, and then we're gonna get to our topic. The game I want to play is called, and we got to play it quick. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna go to Reno first, or we're gonna go in this order. So what's that? Counterclockwise. We're gonna go that way.
It's called boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, no,
Right.
no, that ain't the name. See?
All
All right, let's get this established before we let's get something established before we even get to the topic. Don't start today.
What's the question?
Don't start today. Don't start
I
today.
won't.
Play too much, man. I want to play a game. I wanted to play the game with just me and Nina, but now y'all here. Now, I wasn't gonna play the game.
Oh, did you?
No, it wasn't like that. Come on, man. Please don't start. Let's Shay
Be nice right now.
Be nice, man. Come on, man. Show some love, brother. What I want to do is I want to play a game. This game is called. This is an original. This is a Let Us Become Sharper / TNS podcast original. You heard it here first. The name of this game is called, and you have to answer this game. You have to address it just 30 seconds to 45 seconds. The name of the game is called Examples of Loyalty. Give me one example of loyalty in 30 to 45 seconds. Go.
Somebody put me on a business deal that they didn't benefit from, like just 2 days ago. That is very substantial.
That was very beautiful. Go.
Example of loyalty. Being there whenever I can call on you.
Recent.
Being a life.
example.
Oh,
Recent.
it
Some recent.
really happened.
Real life example. Shay.
Real life examples of loyalty, huh?
Real life example. A real life.
That's in my personal life.
Yeah. The game got
I'm
powerful.
in the pickle.
Real life example of loyalty. Go.
I needed something handled today, and somebody got it done for me. That's loyalty.
That was loyalty.
Loyalty.
That was loyalty. Okay, cool. Boom. Real life example of loyalty.
A real life example of loyalty.
There will be consequences if you don't get this right. Miss consequences.
I believe in consequences. Like if you do something and you get caught, then it's a consequence behind it. But other than that, I'm not about to be all in your continue.
Okay, one out.
Real life example of loyalty.
Real life
What
example.
happened in your life today?
Today.
Examples of loyalty. That's the
Loyalty.
name of this game. Examples of loyalty. Then we're gonna go right into the topic.
I guess I ain't got no loyal people in my life. I can't-
What?
No.
What? I'm a pause.
No, not you, friend.
Somebody in my life.
What is going on right now?
What is happening right
No,
now?
I can't think of nothing.
Examples of loyalty was a great game.
Y'all both said, great, somebody that looks after you, somebody that got your back.
Okay.
I ain't had not recently, like I ain't had nothing.
It was impromptu. I just threw it out there. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
hear some
I'm
dark.
loyal to myself.
I
That's
got that.
right.
I want to
That's
hear.
right. Number one answer.
No, I want to hear one of those dark examples from back in the days when it went down and they held you
You talking about
down.
the free D?
I want to
talking
hear.
about?
I want to hear some examples of loyalty. That's what I want to hear. Look,
I plead the fifth.
I want to hear some examples of loyalty. Loyalty. All right, I'll give you one. So my son come to me. A lot of examples of loyalty that I show with my son. I'm gonna give him some grace. So he came to me. This was Monday, a couple days ago, last week, and he said, "You hungry?" I said, "I could eat. Yeah, sure." Ran across the street and bought lunch. 17 years old. And I'm sitting there eating lunch with my son. I was like, this is examples of loyalty. We were sitting there just like father and son, but he sprung for lunch. That was amazing. So
That was nice.
that just warmed my heart, man. So,
Thoughtful.
yeah, so that's a quick game. So next time y'all come here, be ready for the game, Examples of Loyalty. Yeah, examples of loyalty. All right, so now we got a topic on the floor today. We cook in the kitchen. Yeah, get your, that's right. Get your gadgets, get your phones, get your notes. We always cook in the kitchen. We sit there and we bake a crumb cake. Do you bake that?
I've never had
No.
You know,
I ain't making no crumb cake.
crumb cake. If I'm baking, it ain't gonna be that either.
Yeah.
Are you more of the strudel type?
Maybe some lemon pie.
Lemon pound cake?
Yeah.
We bake
Frozen cookies.
we bake a lemon pound cake in the kitchen. We had to put we had a pound cake and then one layer of icing glaze around the cake. Then we had to put it in the oven and what have you. That's what we did in the kitchen to come up with this beautiful topic. So I'm gonna go right in the iPhone and I'm gonna come out with a topic. We had one, but we put it on delay because we got to do a little bit more research to dive deep into it. So we're gonna go with the topic for today. It's what we're gonna discuss.
Drop it on us.
The topic. It's always been said that love doesn't cost a thing. But when love costs more than you are willing to pay, does the love diminish? When this love that doesn't cost a thing, the emotions that you feel, the zestfulness, we go with that one. When you at the top of the world, you feeling good about this. It ain't costing a thing. We just, we doing what we do. We just living. They always said, y'all, like that love don't cost a thing. There are certain people in your life that you loved that ain't spent nothing. There are people in your life that you loved before you were able to spend something.
I disagree.
You disagree that there's people in your life that when you were spending since you was a kid?
I'm gonna just wait till it's on my turn. I'm gonna just wait till you're ready for me.
Okay.
He looks serious today.
I just wanted to throw it out there that I disagree.
Okay, you disagree. Okay, well, and that's cool. That's your right to, because I really ain't loving you too much right now.
He gonna agree to disagree.
Yeah, I ain't loving you too much right now. No way. Love. They say that love does not cost a thing. You can just be in love and you can just enjoy that person. That person can enjoy you with no major strings attached. It's not costing you anything. Money, I'm talking about monetary as well as time or resources. It's not costing anything. But when love begins to cost you and cost you big, does the love diminish? Reno, let's do it.
Oh, you want me to go first?
You already
The Toxic Avenger.
the Toxic Avenger. Reno, Nevada, Las Vegas. Go ahead, Reno. Let's hear it.
I'm here.
You said you didn't agree. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Right.
First and foremost, how y'all ladies doing this
I'm
year?
doing all right. How you doing?
My good brother, how are you, sir?
I'm blessed, man. Too blessed to be stressed.
It's always a good thing to know how your people doing, man.
And to know
That's
that Reno is full of zest.
mental health check-in. You just got to make sure your people
Right,
good.
right. Check on your people.
That's right.
But it's no way that I agree with the fact that love don't cost a
Thank
thing.
you. I agree with that.
Love is going to always cost you something. Now, it may not be monetary. Sometimes it's not even emotional, but it could be mental. It could be spiritual. Like love costs. So whoever created that, no disrespect to them, but I respectfully disagree.
Yeah, because I heard you. First of all, I heard you. I heard your rebuttal. But what I want to say to you, you have been hearing that your whole life. That
Definitely.
love don't cost a thing. So side note. So you're going to tell me that you never experienced love till you started spending?
In some kind of way.
Man, you had a rough one, boy.
So you started spending money?
No.
Costs. Just cost a thing.
It
Listen,
costs something.
It costs.
Time.
okay.
Emotions.
Let's go to the bare bones of this, right?
Get down to it.
A mother, birth a kid, right? If the kid don't respond to the mama, don't she feel a kind of way? Like,
I would definitely.
I'm with you.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go a step further. This might give me a little trouble at home, but my
Don't do
wife
that now.
is a midwife. She delivered babies.
Okay.
And A lot of women have problems, unfortunately, breastfeeding. It creates a disconnect because the baby taking the milk from you, showing that they need you, they love you. That costs the baby to create a connection. It costs you to be willing to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna ride with you.
It's a sacrifice.
I'm gonna ride with you.
It's a cost from go.
We on the service drive from 696 to the service drive. But go ahead.
He like I can't
Go ahead.
It costs.
We in a one. We in a one lane whip now. We in a one lane.
So it's no way that you could be that it could be free.
I get what you're saying.
So you're saying love is a sacrifice. You have to sacrifice things.
He's
Something.
saying it's a sacrifice regardless.
Something. So no, I never experienced love until I was given something back of myself. Nobody has.
Jenny and Forrest Gump did not cost a thing. They did not have.
It cost Forrest an ass whooping.
Man,
Excuse
that
my
cost
language.
Forrest.
It cost
It
Forrest,
cost
but it ain't cost Jenny shit.
It cost Jenny too.
Right. What y'all
I mean, it did.
Gump, Forrest Gump,
He took
Jenny.
He felt it.
Okay, so it did cost something. Okay, well, so what we want to do now is let's just put a little polished clarification on this. So, are we saying that love always costs something?
Yes.
Always.
Yes, it does.
I don't agree with that. So
And
that's
when it
3-1.
costs too much,
and when it costs too, okay. So let's okay.
I'm gonna go all the way with it.
No, hold tight. Let's go there. Now. Okay, so now love costs something.
Right. I agree.
But when love begins to cost too much, does it diminish?
But if it doesn't cost, then how do you come to the realization? Right, exactly.
Because in my mental, I've had love that didn't cost. But once again, I'm a super.
But did it cost you too much in the end?
I've had love that cost me too much.
How? If it don't cost?
Yeah, that's why.
He's saying that he's
that's
had
like
both
that's-
loves. He's had a love that has cost, and he's had one that
This is
doesn't.
why
You had
This
free
is-
love,
is that
and
what
then
you're
you had a
saying?
love
This
that
is
cost
why.
you
Is
something.
that what you're saying?
they
You got two
say
different
love
experiences.
don't cost a thing.
Right, that's
so,
what they say.
So that's what they say.
That ain't
So
what
that's
I
I'm
say.
just talking about the
Ain't
saying.
got a club or something, a bar or something.
All your
Yeah,
life,
they say
all your life, you've heard love don't cost a thing. So I didn't say that. So I didn't say that to the effect of to say we're not gonna do nothing for love. Although I've had love that didn't cost anything, very young love. I'm talking about some. They say that.
All right, candy.
Yes, it's
You
like,
just bought her some lunch or something. Some
Young
McDonald's or
love
something.
about me, plenty cakes, baked.
yeah, young love carnation. This-
Cost
I'm just talking about the saying. The saying is that they say it, that it doesn't cost a thing. But when it finally costs, so let's get to the cost. Now it's costing us.
All right.
When it begins to cost too much,
Yeah, you over it.
does the love diminish?
Absolutely.
So now, when love begins to cost too much, does it diminish for you?
For me personally,
Yes.
yeah, it has.
Okay. I'm with that.
It
So
has.
when it begin to cost you too much, that affects the actual love.
Right, but it also has not. So it's gonna be about the person and the given situation.
Okay. That's how you view it.
That's my personal take on it.
Gotcha.
But it has cost me too much before.
in
then-
times when it had cost you too much, did the love diminish?
That shit was like
That's not what I
it
asked
was over.
you.
Yes, it diminished completely.
Yeah.
It diminished. It was
See, what you're
abolished.
not gonna do is diminish. Yes or no? When it cost you too much, it diminished.
It abolished.
About
I
That's
think we'll get it.
No
yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
That's right. When you take the word and flip it, that's you know it's the truth involved. Okay, Shay, swinging your way. Shay Wills. Let me tell you about Shay Wills. Shay Wills, I sent you a couple clips this morning. Just all acapella type clips of you. It was phenomenal to sit there and do what I do, and I find giving everybody their highlights, giving out roses because
That's what that was this morning.
Yeah,
I
you got yours.
appreciate that. Thank you.
I didn't. Man,
What
You
you
missed
thought? What you thought it was, Mr. Abolished?
I didn't know what it was. Matter of fact.
Everything ain't for you to know. Just know that you got your notification. So Shay, back to you.
Yes.
You know, very, very proud of you, like I always stated.
Thank you.
And I just want to know, when love cost you. Now they say that love don't cost a thing, but when it did cost, and it began to cost too much, did love diminish? When love costs you too much, does the love diminish?
I'd say no, because I love unconditionally. So for me, I'm only speaking for me. I don't know. I see a lot of people, you know, when things go sour, the love is gone. For me, I think I go to the ends for people because I love people. If I really love you. So no matter what we go through or what has transpired, if my love is truly what that was, then I feel like love conquers all.
So you got that. I hate to say this like this, but y'all know.
Agape love.
Go on, say it. Go on, say
No,
it.
you got that Negro spiritual love.
I got that the way God loves. That's how I love.
Like that's that old school. I'm talking about old school.
That's that. No matter what you do, I love you.
Yeah, that old school. Yeah.
But that's not to say that you will take anything. That's the difference. What I'm saying is, I'm saying that the love doesn't change, though. It's love.
So love. So what you love is love.
Huh?
No, love is
So
love.
you saying love don't
is
change?
No, what I'm saying is, are we speaking from an aspect of a relationship?
We speaking from the aspect of when we give the topic.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it
we
matters.
speaking from the aspect of natural love in its purest form. It does not matter where the love coming from or who you're loving. When it begins to cost you too much, does the love diminish? So that dog you got, you love the dog, but once the dog need open heart surgery, do we go ahead and the dog got IVs in him, and then they say, okay, we need another 2G. That's now you're 10,000 on the dog. Does the love diminish?
It depends on what you love the most or who you love the most. Because, like I said, I think it matters of the relationship, the dynamic of the person. Because if it's a family member versus a potential love, interest.
So that's another dynamic.
That's two different things. Because sometimes you just cut family off, and that's what that is.
Okay, so let's do it this way.
Sometimes it's like that. I mean,
for the safety of the game, for the sanctity of the game, let's move it over to a relationship.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. Nina,
so
with that.
Yeah,
that let's narrow it.
Because that's usually the hardest relationship.
Well, that's what I thought we was talking about.
Yeah.
So in relationship,
your answer was
in relationship, it doesn't die. Even if you break up with someone or whatever, that love is still there. I feel like even if you move on somewhere, you still have a love. You still have a love for someone. Saying that if you see somebody down on their luck, you're not gonna help them out because you loved them before. You will help somebody out. You will be a lifeline. That's what I'm saying.
I object.
Never.
Oh, that ain't real love.
Never.
Conditional love.
I never.
I wholeheartedly object.
I never did it.
Listen,
Not one.
You heard that one song, The Thrill Is Gone. When it's over, it's over.
No, the relationship is over. But I'm saying, if I don't wish
love
bad
don't
on
live
nobody,
here no more.
right? So I guess the way I'm loved, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying we can still be going on dates and all that type of stuff. If it's over, it's over. But I'm saying, say as life is happening, and you fall down on your luck, and I really was in a position to be able to help out. If I once had a love for you, and as far as I just feel like that's loyalty. I would be there for somebody if you really needed me in your time of need. That's what I'm saying.
So usually relationships break up because the love is diminished. So
okay,
I mean,
there go.
You know what I mean? So like,
here she comes. Here come Nina.
She pulling up shoes.
Here come Nina.
But seriously, like usually, when relationships break up, it's because it costs too much. Because the love has diminished. So I just think like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
ain't no doubling back.
Yeah,
when you say diminished, do you mean completely gone or
yeah?
just not
I'm talking about diminished. I'm talking about dissolve.
You don't love them no more,
man. I can't. I ain't about to keep doing this.
Yeah, I'm not like.
Well, yeah, I get that. I'm not gonna keep doing this. But are you telling me you broke? I mean, not to get nobody in trouble.
We already in trouble. Hold on.
It's already.
I want to ask y'all honestly because y'all gonna keep it real. Are y'all telling me out of the past relationships that you've been in, if anybody from the past, y'all probably broke up on great terms or bad terms? You telling me if y'all broke up on even good terms, they can't come to you as a lifeline if they were down on their luck to ask you for some help?
When it's over, when it's over, it's over. Hopefully,
Not at all.
So what would you just spin them? I don't got it, man. I'm
spend
praying
them?
for you.
Why? You don't even got my number, bro. What are we talking about?
What
No,
they
you
did,
gotta
social
go
media,
find
I'm
your
saying.
love.
I'm saying,
Where
social media is what it is
social
now.
media.
So you wouldn't help. You just wouldn't help nobody like that you used to be with because y'all used to be together. That's
it
what you're saying.
depends. It depends,
That's
and it
right.
depends on what it was for. I just can't say like I got loyalty and like I'm gonna help you in any situation because I loved you at a certain point in my life or because I was with you. No, once that's over, it's over. You're gonna have to go find somebody else to help you.
That's
Y'all-
why
y'all
I
heartless, man.
I told Nina before y'all got here. I just love talking to her. Now here's what I want. Nina done made it clear, so I'm not gonna play little child games and Nina, let me get your answer. I already get the answer.
Y'all
Once
over.
it's over, it's over. Once it start costing me too much and it start going on a decline, it's over. She's not gonna just point blank. Period.
Anything else is games.
Can I interject a
question?
question to the panel?
Sure.
Does the person know that it's costing you that much? Has that ever?
What do you mean?
Do y'all ever have anybody ever considered the fact that maybe I don't know that my love is costing you more than you willing?
Oh,
to
I'm
pay?
vocal as ever. So hey, you know.
I gotta talk about the phenomenal women. Hold on, freeze again. I gotta talk about the phenomenal women now.
Cause sometimes y'all take on loads way more than y'all can bear, and y'all make dudes or whatever the situation be think that it's a lighter and a lot easier than it is. That is something that innately comes in.
Before I got here today, I posed this topic to my old lady. I said, listen, this is gonna be the topic. Love costs you too much. They say love don't cost a thing. Once it begins to cost you too much, does the love diminish? And she said the communication aspect. Does the person know that it's costing them too much? Because there are certain guidelines, there are certain things that can be parameters that can be put in place for when it's costing you too much. We can change some things around, but if they don't know that it's costing too much, how do they know?
I mean, I'm sure you having some if it's rough like that where it's costing you too much, you having some arguments, you bumping heads, it's something,
right?
Lack of communication somewhere, something.
This is what I want to correct. So I get that Reno has already stated, oh yeah, this is going to diminish. This is,
I said abolish.
Abolish. He went a step further. Get it right. I don't mind it. Nina, you just we got your answer. We already know.
Thank you, sir.
I like the way you do it. Shay, we never got
Y'all did get my answer.
a definitive answer. So you saying that it does not matter, you just gonna love unconditionally and
no, I'm saying
it's costing you too much, you just love it forever.
I'm saying that the type of love that I have for people is not even if
no, we're talking about a relationship, and once it get heavy, baby.
Once it get heavy, I will leave you. Right. We're done. And I'm gonna move on forward in my life. But if you happen to get homeless one day in your life or whatever, and you just really didn't have nobody to call on, I'm gonna pray for you.
So he need to lay on your couch.
No, not even none of that. I'm going to, if I have the means, I'm going to be a blessing to you, and I'm going to pray for you and probably steer you in a way that you should get on your feet. But that's all that is. That's nothing more, nothing less. I'm in love over here though. But I had a love for you, so I'll be there for you like that.
So are you gonna tell this situation to your mate?
Of course,
at that
it's
point?
not a secret.
So what if they like?
But can your mate have a love like that? Like, I love her, so she was in my life. Would you accept that?
She was homeless and somebody you knew. I mean, I wouldn't. I feel like it's about care. Yeah, I would care. If he told me about it, I wouldn't be secret about it.
So what if he was like, oh no, that's dude problem?
Exactly.
If he said it, I would respect that though. But I'm saying I would have been there for that. We're not gonna go against like what I'm not gonna do.
She's talking from her personal perspective, what she would do.
Yeah, I personally would help, but if I wouldn't try to disrespect what I have though, I would still. It wouldn't be a secret like going behind his back to do it. So if he's okay with that, I think that he would probably understand. I'm just a giving person like that he wouldn't even be offended in that.
Okay, well, I can't get mad at that answer.
I
can respect it, but I'm gonna tell you, for me, it's a no-go. That answer.
I'm telling you,
definitely.
It's
sorry.
a no
So sorry.
go. So you,
I'm so sorry. You gonna be
so you meaning to tell me you
He in a car accident and you going down there?
Right.
I care.
I ain't say all that. Now.
You went to McDonald's and got some nuggets, forgot your sauce, so you can dip my sauce. Oh no, you gonna have some dry nuggets that day. Oh, them nuggets gonna be dry. Your throat gonna lock up tonight. if you forget your sauce and then you run over the
So
top.
you know what?
I love you. Here goes some sauce. I knock that sauce out your hand.
This
Sauce be
pose-
everywhere.
This pose is something else. Is it safe to cry over an ex if somebody passes?
Not in front of me.
Man, what?
To cry over an ex.
I'm saying they dead and gone.
I mean,
mad 'cause
you
I'm
might be a
crying?
little
Not in
sad,
front-
but
not in
like
front of me.
A whole
Listen.
boo hoo woo.
Listen,
Like
if you
No.
cry,
Hey,
if you
boo-hoo.
cry,
Not in front of me. You better
Go
not
to
drop
the
one
store.
tear.
you gotta go to the grocery market, or I gotta make a run right quick to the
Man.
bank,
It's one of those
and you
faint
better
moves, Mo.
you better clear it out. You better clear it out, and when you come back, your eyes better be regular.
You
Better
say
not
that?
be-
Yeah.
They better not be red.
You better wait a minute.
I don't
You
want to
better
hear.
get-
I don't want to hear about it. Like,
Get
I
the
just
wet out
can't
your eyes.
believe. What?
Y'all brought the real emotion out of me today. Before we even swing around to me, I'm just gonna give my answer as an interjection. When it begins to cost me too much, you're done. Big done, and you're done permanently. Because why would you cost me too much? Why would you sit back and play me like a fiddle? Now, my communication skills on a 1 to 10 have to be up to par scale of 1 to 10. My communication skills do have to impart to you that, hey, look, I'm struggling with this. This ain't working right now. Let's move some things around. But when you notice me and I noticed you, I didn't communicate it then. You chose something. So that means you have intuition. You know what you like and you know what you see. But now you can't see that this is costing me too much. You fool. Any person that does not have the forensic, the laser focus, the powerful mindset and mental capacity to observe and see that this ain't working on my end, I don't need you. I need somebody that can, the name of the game is breathe easy. The name of the game is forward mobility. I can't move forward if you're costing me too much. Many billionaires are no longer billionaires based on someone costing them too much. Downgraded, abolished, diminished, down to back millionaire, which is beautiful, but no longer billionaire with a B. So this was very interesting today. Shay, I'm going to further observe your answers because you wildin' what you going you wildin'. You can, so this means that I forget my mustard packet for my sandwich, and then here comes Shay.
with the mustard packet.
Here comes,
No, for real.
open up.
My friend can vouch. But friend, don't I really live my life that way though?
She do.
I do. Like I can't even lie. I'm not even saying. I really am like that. Jesus,
I'll catch you doing this with my own two eyes and knock that mustard and that sandwich. I'll pop it so far.
You gotta be so secure within yourself. What would Jesus do? It's about loving people.
I can understand it and I can. So this was dynamic. Just to speak on this, this was a very, very interesting topic. Smoke it over amongst yourselves, your listeners, the people tuning in, the people who hear this. Think about that topic. If they say they told you all your life, it's movies name this. Love don't cost a thing. They tell you that love don't cost a thing, but when it begins to cost,
The original one and the one with Nick Cannon,
yeah,
they both paid.
love don't cost a thing.
They paid.
But when
It's a
love,
thin line
but when
between
love,
love and hate. too.
but when
Man,
love
really.
begins to cost you too much,
It is definitely a thin line, but
does the love diminish? This is our topic here on the show, just to let you know about my phenomenal women, as you can see, and there are many phenomenal women as you don't see. But look here, we got Shay Wheels, we got Nina today.
Thank you.
We're sitting right here, and they definitely gave their opinions open-heartedly and naturally, organically. They expressed how they feel. Two opposite sides of the spectrum. She's going to be very loving and giving, and by now, if you've been watching, you know how Nina do.
She cut your water off.
You know how Nina do.
Tell them, friend.
You better learn. You better learn about it.
well, that's the
Saturday morning topics, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday. That's with topics with Tanisha T, and we have Sheila. They come in with the topics. They give you some of the mind-moving topics. You get in there, you get the conversation, you get greeted at the door, and we go over some of the topics here on the podcast. We might bring some of those into the Saturday morning topics, but it's a beautiful thing. It's a very zenful thing, positive energy. And if you're ever in my neck of the woods, come check it out, Lathrop Village. Now, we're talking about, I want to talk to y'all real quick.
Wait. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. let's not ever forget about Thursday.
We ain't forgot about Thursday. Thursday was powerful. Thursday was on 420.
Let's not forget about Thursday.
Thursday hit just fell on 420.
Nice day.
For all you collar poppers,
Collar poppers. Yeah.
pull up on a Thursday night. You hear me?
Collar poppers.
Pull up.
Yeah, it's ballerific.
It's a big fella event.
Yeah, it's big.
You know what
That's
I'm
why I
saying?
don't put it out there like that, because it's a lot of violations made on Thursday night. I call them Thursday night violations, meaning, and I like to talk about nobody, but one person pulled up the Thursday night. They was like, "It's Thirsty Thursday, y'all." I was like, "Man, you gotta."
It's
I'm
time
like,
for we'll see you.
"We'll see you."
tomorrow,
Yeah,
bro.
we'll see you. You ain't got the right. You ain't got the right attitude.
You gotta pay like you weigh.
You gotta pay like you weigh. It ain't nothing thirsty about it. Trust me. So yeah, Thursday night. But no, I was talking about the Saturday morning topics, and that was a great interjection. But I want to give y'all. Yeah, you know how you do. But I want to give y'all one real quick. I want to give y'all one excerpt of somebody that was very, very powerful. I'm gonna speak about him next podcast, but I'm gonna set it up on this podcast. Next time we come around, I'm gonna tell you all about my Uncle Cool 1000. Uncle name Cool 1000 as a name. And we're gonna dabble around with Cool 1000 when I talk about, my phenomenal women, but there's a lot of key people in my life that I like to put out there a little bit. And now that we growing and getting into the podcast universe, we want to start bringing some of these people that have crafted and shaped me and influenced me to be the man that I am today. I built my empire from the hustle. I never ever abandoned the hustle. 8/2/22 was the day that I made the world promise to never abandon the hustle. And we living up to these standards and these examples every day. So thank everybody for tuning in. By the way, I want you to say all cash is verified for all our supporters. We've been getting more and more, but we need more too to keep our thing going. Support not only the podcast, but support the individual businesses and entities that we have here for all of our supporters. So we like to thank you, Shay. You are very, very interested. You are the highlight of today. So here's what I want you to do.
What you want me to do?
Homework.
I want you to close the podcast on the count of 3. Now we say, let us become sharper. But before we do so, I'm going to tell y'all out there, don't worry about TBI. TBI people. If you don't know what that stands for, TBI people stands for people who are to be ignored. We don't worry about you. It's water under the bridge. And as one of my old school partners from the hood would say, small things to a giant. Shay, take us home.
Listen, beautiful people, thank you for having me first and foremost. And I want to tell everybody, stay blessed, stay safe, stay positive, love on your people, give your people their flowers while they're here, and live in gratitude. We out.
I love that. 1, 2, 3. Let us become sharper.